I don't know what point if you want to drop this into the video, but for the last 3 days I've heard a cockerel at all hours of the day. My question is, where's the cock? If I just knew where it was. Hello, welcome to High Time, the cookery show where cookery, it doesn't really matter. We're making nice stuff, but we're asking the big questions. This week we're making slow roast pork belly, sweet potato mash, corn on the cob, and my own secret recipe barbecue ketchup gravy sauce. Patent pending. Before we start, like and subscribe down here and hit the bell. We're just having a blast, lads. This is amazing. You know, getting great feedback. You know, getting more subscribers, more people watching and commenting. It's amazing. There's links in the description for how to contact us everywhere. But thanks so much. It's high time we made some stuff that I named already. Slow roast pork belly. Probably nothing nicer in the world than a nice slow roast pork belly. So what I've done already is, ahead of time, I have seared these bad boys in a hot pan until they're brown and crispy on the outside, and then I've put them into a covered dish into a medium hot oven for about 2.5 hours. Take it out, you drain it, and then you put them all into a tray, and they're going to go back into a hotter oven at about 200 normal till they're done, because they're going to get nice and crispy on the outside, and they're going to be melty and lovely on the inside, like an armadillo. Have we used that before?
How do you get them crispy and soft at the same time?
Like an armadillo.
I feel like we did.
I feel like we did. While that's in there, we've got to get our sweet potato ready. This one will feed, you know, 2 to 3 people. More if you have the powers of Jesus Christ. He did it with loaves and fishes apparently, so you know, if I can get 2 to 3 servings out of this sweet potato, I don't even want to know what he can do with it. I mean, I could have had all this done, but then, you know, I didn't. I wanted to show me doing at least something for the video instead of just reheating stuff. We're not a reheating channel that doesn't focus on the reheating, are we? Most of a chef's life is peeling and chopping and scrubbing and washing and dicing and all the boring stuff. See all the fancy stuff they show you in cookery shows and on the YouTube channel of it plating up this amazingly presented food? That's the tip of the iceberg. Everything else is underneath the iceberg. Well, under the water of the iceberg. You want to slice up your sweet potato. The thinner the slice, the more surface area on the potato you can give the water, the quicker it will cook the potato. Does that make sense? That's like a proper scientific equation right there. If you have like thin slices, they'll cook faster. We've already got our water on the go here, so we're going to drop them straight in. Before we cover it up though, what do you got to do, Alton? I love that jingle. That's an amazing piece of musical entertainment right there. And also, it's fully copyrighted to Alton. I have nothing to do with it.
Don't throw me under the bus.
Cover them up. We're going to heat up our sauce as well. Now the sauce is the pièce de résistance of this particular dish. This is homemade, smoky, barbecuey, ketchup, gravy type sauce stuff. Isn't that what we said in this description?
Yeah.
Something along those lines. But it's got tomatoes, it's got red onions, there's a little bit of garlic, it's got some mushrooms, it's got some herbs, and it's got a little bit of wine, and it's got some smoky paprika. And this is the most delicious thing that I've ever made. Sauce anyway. So we're going to heat this up. Cold stuff, unless it is like a ketchup, shouldn't be put directly onto a hot food. You know, that's just not nice. So while they're going away, we've got some beautiful fresh corn on the cob. I love corn on the cob. You know why? Because it's one of the very few foods that's on the something. Corn on the cob, there's tomatoes on the vine. There's not many foods that are on the something. Any examples? Let us know down below, because I can't think of any more. So I've got my corn on the cob. That's gone into my big pot of the water. This is now going to be this video's thing. So with my hands up the arms, I put my corn on the cob into the pot of the water. That got really on very quickly, didn't it? I won't continue that, it's okay. So now everything's on. So the thing, the slow roasted thing is in the thing. The sweet potato things are in the other thing, and the corn and the cobs are in that thing, and the sausage is warming up. That's it. We're gonna mash the sweet potatoes. Just if you want to fast forward, we're gonna mash them up when they're ready with some butter, some season your shit, and some sage. Because what the sage is going to do is it's going to go beautifully with the sauce and the pork. Can't wait. So stuff is bubbling away. The sweet potato is nearly done. The corn of the cob family is still bubbling away, and I've taken the pork out just to turn it around, and I'm going to put it back in then a little bit of a higher temperature just to give it a final. Sweet potatoes, people think, are a lot healthier for you than ordinary potatoes. Now, that's sort of true and it sort of isn't. They're less starchy. They still got just as many calories and carbohydrates. You know, they just release slower, so you don't feel hungry afterwards, I suppose, is the thing. We're not sponsored by Special K or anything. I just thought I'd educate people that, you know, just because somebody says, hey, I have a sweet potato instead of ordinary potatoes. Not, especially not what we're about to do with it. It's no healthier than ordinary potatoes. Yeah. So we're just mashing them up. There's no commentary needed really. I don't know why I started. I'm gonna see if I can mash them completely with my right hand. Because as we've established in high time canon, I'm left-handed. I'm assuming that people watching this might be also Rick and Morty fans. And the little trailer that was released, little teaser for season 4. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, go watch it. It's I won't spoil it for anybody. Go watch it. It's like a 30-second thing. Maybe it's longer. I don't remember. But you know, it's canon and left-handed. How many times do you reckon we could do the season your shit jingle in a single episode before we really piss people off? 17 too many? Then it could become a jingle, like the Crazy Frog ringtone thing. Do you remember when ringtones were a thing? Half of you watching this probably won't really, what do you mean? Like polyphonic ringtones. I remember having a phone that had polyphonic ringtones on it and thinking I was going to be dripping in women. Spoilers, I wasn't. A little bit of butter. Not much. We're gonna shake like that. Shake your shit. Olsen, give me a jingle for shake your shit. Jingle for shake your. More music, please, Olsen. It's also canon for me to create work for Olsen that I don't have to worry about. But it's okay because I'll link down below to all the other videos because I'll do that bit. Olsen, I got you. We're just about ready to play it up. That's it. That's the video. Thanks so much for watching. As I said, we're having a blast doing these. If you like what we did, hit the like and subscribe and the bell, all down here. Drop some comments down if you want to tell us if you want to make the stuff we've done, or if you want us to try one of your recipes, let us know. There's contact down in the description there for our subreddit for recipes and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's it for this video. Let's go and try some stuff that we've made. You! Hey! I'm super excited.
Yeah, no, me too. You got
Oh, I gotta go knife and fork.
Okay. You were not lying.
I was not lying.
The pork, the sauce, that was perfect.
It's got everything. I mean, pork is a little bit of crunch on the outside, but then it's just like melt. I mean, that right there. Okay, it wasn't exactly simple. You had to slow roast it for 3 hours, but you know what? It was worth it.
Yeah, it's simple enough. Putting something in and waiting a little while.
I'm quite proud of that sauce. Also, I'm quite proud of the fact that we just glazed completely over the fact that you said put it in for a little while.
We're maturing, I think.
Well, obviously you are. I brought it up.